Right, hello. Welcome back. It's been a while. Happy New Year to you. I hope you all had an excellent Christmas and I hope there's a great 2025 in store for you all, fish-wise and everything else-wise. So this is my first fish of 2025. I haven't been out for quite a while actually because I was poorly just before Christmas, which meant I couldn't get out fishing, and I've been busy with work and stuff, so I really just didn't have time to do any fishing. So here I am, I'm out on the beach and I'll show you who I'm with shortly. With two people you might recognise. One I knew I was going to be fishing with and one I didn't. I'll just show you what I've got here. I've got a pulley rig on, I've got a gripper on the bottom, and I've got a nice big cod and squid and mackerel bait on there, and that's clipped down just using a clip on the sinker. I've had enough of breakaways and splashdowns, too much hassle, so I've binned them all and I'm just using these from now on. So I'm just going to get out here and cast this out. Now I'll come back and have a bit more natter with you in a minute. So I've got my waders on today. Steve and the mystery guest haven't. So I've got a little bit advantage if I want to get a bit more distance. I'll just get my tip light turned on. There we go. That's it. We're fishing. So there's my setup. I've got the Penn Battle 3, the Sonic Black, and a nice green tip light, easy to see. And them two are just over there. Oh. Oh. I thought my box was going to get washed away there. We're all right here. Right. The tide's on the ebb now. And we're going to fish basically until we catch a fish. I'm not going home until I've got one. So we could be here for some time. And I think we're having a little competition as well. Steve mentioned something. I'll go over and find out what the crack is in a minute. I think there might be a bit of weed on my line there. It's definitely pulling down in a weedy kind of way. I can see whoever's just ran down the beach there has got weed on the line. But the seas have been massive for the past couple of days. So I expect to be battling with weed most of this evening. But it's just how it is. Sometimes you've got to do that to get the fish. Well, it didn't take long for the kelp to put a stop to things. The weight of the kelp on the line just pulled the rod straight over. So I picked it up. I had a little feel and it felt like there was a substantial amount on there. And when I leaned into it with the rod, it just almost doubled the rod right over. So that was going to be a bit of a struggle to get in. I thought the best way to deal with that is just to walk down, get close to the kelp and just pull it in by hand. And when I pulled it up, it was quite a lump, as you can see here by the size of it compared to my boot. So yeah, it wasn't going to be ideal conditions. Right, I'll bring you back when I've untangled this.
Right, I've gotten it untangled, and that bait is it's still fine to use actually. It's pretty much untouched. So I'm just going to chuck that back out. What I'll do this time, I'll chuck it further, see if I can get over the top of the weed and a bit further out into the cleaner water. So I don't know if you can still hear us or not, but I'm a fair bit out. And what I'll do is I'll keep my rod tip right up. So hopefully it'll keep it clear of the weed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand and hold my rod as high as I can. And that should hopefully keep a little bit more out the way of the weed, and I'll be able to feel any bites as soon as I get a bite on it. I've got a feeling there's weed on there again. It's just started to pull right over. Yeah, I think I'm getting weeded up again. It's going to be one of them nights. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll get this in and I'll get a fresh bait on. Doesn't feel too bad, but then again last time it didn't, and then it just suddenly went really heavy. It's coming in. It doesn't feel fishy.
Yeah, another big lump of kelp. So I spent 5 minutes untangling that, and we had a little nap and we decided to move venue.
So we've decided as a group to come onto the pier and have a little competition between the three of us. And I don't know if you just heard there, but we're going to do the combined length of all the fish that we catch. No. So yeah, that's the plan. So there's me, there's Steve from Sparta Fishing, and Alex, the awful angler. So yeah, here we are. And there's the rod, and I'm just waiting for a bite. What bait are you using, Steve? Oh, bit of ragworm. Ah. Sploosh. Bites on the rod there. Something's having a go. As long as it's not what? It wasn't weed. It's definitely a fish. Will it come back? That's the question. So it's a big 6-foot circle hook that I've got on. So that should keep the little fish away. And I'm hoping that circle hook helps us just to hook the fish rather than taking the bait right down. That's the theory. I'm going to have a coffee. I should do the job and warm this right up. It's still 0 degrees, believe it or not. Very cold. There's frost everywhere, even the piers frozen as well. So, yeah. It's cold and frosty. Like the fish in the hot. I'm sorry I got warmed up by all the action. All the fish went in. Right, are you on? You're on. Nothing's happened. It's been ages. So what I've done is I've just made up another rig with some smaller baits on. So it's like a 2-hook rig with a gripper on the bottom. And I'm going to put that on because nothing's going after the big baits. I had the bites initially when I first cast out, and then there's been nothing at all since. So I'm going to swap over and try for some smaller fish. Nah, it hasn't even been touched, that. So we'll get that swapped over. and see if I can change me look a bit. Sometimes you have to change your tactics to increase your chances, and downsizing the hooks is certainly one way of doing that. So there we are. Oh, my fingers are numb from tying that rig. I should have brought different rigs with us, but I didn't. Rookie mistake. Yeah, just checking that's all ready to go. I'm going to go slightly left of where I was just there. I'm not chucking it too far. We're straight into deep water here. I'm kind of wishing I'd have brought another rod now. I could have just chucked a little one over the side. Right. So Steve just had bites before and he was bringing in what he thought was a codlin, but he lost it. So we're still zeros each. I think I've only had, this is my 4th cast. So just lots of moving around. Did you see that shooting star anyone? That was bright, that. Right. I wished for a fish. Right, this is the cast. This is the one that's going to get us a fish. I can feel it in me frozen toes. Getting rattles there now.
Is that a bite?
It was. Yeah, something's having a little go. So I've got... Was that somebody kicking me rod there? Was that? Oh, I thought somebody kicked me rod or something there. No? It did something really weird. It felt like somebody had hold of me rod. So I've changed to 2 hooks in the hope of hooking a smaller fish. Because it doesn't matter what size it is. I think it's going to be a case of first fish wins tonight. I'll just put that down and just let it hook itself if it's gonna get caught. I'll let it do all the work while I keep my hands in my pocket. Come on, come back. I just want one fish, that's all. I can't start the year off with a blank session. I think something's still having a little go, isn't it? Come on, everybody wish for a fish. I've got to get one. I think we're going to be heading off soon in any case, because Alex and Steve are going out tomorrow. And they're heading off early in the morning, so they don't want to be out too late today. And I'm going to make a decision in the morning as to whether I'm going to go with them. It depends on how lazy I'm feeling, because I don't do early mornings, except on the very rare occasions. Yeah, it must just be Coley's or something small. Oh, come on, get the fish. Is that a fish? There's a bit of weight on it. Oh, just come off. Is it on? Is it on? Oh, it's just come off. Oh no, you saw that, didn't you?
I saw that, yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I can't believe that. It was only a little bit, it was a fish. It come up to the surface and then it dropped off. Oh, that would have won us the night as well. Right, I'm going to put a bit more bait on, I think probably one cast, and I think we'll be done. Same baits, bit of cod, squid and mackerel, just little bits on the little hooks. And I'm just going to chuck it the same place really, where I was just getting bites. Not that far, just a little chuck. That'll do. See if I can get one of them fish that's down there. Because it doesn't matter what size it is, it could still win the night for us. I'm really surprised that there isn't whiting here or haddock at this time of year. There's usually loads. In fact, sometimes you can't get through the white. I don't know, maybe it's because it's been so rough. Maybe it's pushed all the fish into deeper water. Just had another bite there. Yeah, still some playing with it. Come on, let's have a fish. I thought those 2 hooks would have been easy for to get the fish on. But apparently not. It's just too cold to hold the rod. Oh. So one thing we have seen tonight is quite a few shooting stars, like really bright ones as well. Just every now and then you see them just whoosh across the sky. Really bright red things. Good to see. It's such a clear night. I think that's why it's so cold. There's no cloud cover to keep any heat down low. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I really don't want a blank today. Not on my first trip out. Nope. That's just teasing us, isn't it? Whatever it is. I missed it. It didn't come back. Oh.
Get back in there. Tell him.
Back in front of this light.
What's your thoughts on Bovril?
It's all right. It's all right, but
We've just decided that's what we're going home to. We're going to get a cup of Bovril.
Steve's getting knocks.
Everybody's getting knocks.
Bovril's okay, but it's not my favourite. I'm getting knocks again, isn't it?
Knocks.
I need a fish.
We do need any sort of fish. Any
Yeah.
sort of fish will do us right now.
Can you imagine the shame? Us 3 fishing and nobody catches the fish. That would just be the end of our YouTube careers.
It would, wouldn't it?
But you know what?
So
It's just too cold.
it is cold. It's freezing. So give us a sales pitch then.
On
The Fishing Hinny.
Fishing Hinny.
Local to Blythe.
Yes, I live in Blythe. Live just round the corner from Sparta Fishing. Where's your camera? I don't even know where your camera is. Oh, there it is. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Yes, Fishing Hinny. I fish local marks, but I also like to get away and fish all around Scotland and the west coast, stuff like that. And I like to get my tent out and go camping and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about being outdoors for me. It's the fishing's a big part of it, but it's about getting out and doing long walks and stuff.
Yeah.
So if I can find a mark where I've got to walk like 4 or 5 miles, then I'm in my element. Yeah.
So there you go then.
Yeah.
Fishing, hiking, camping, Fishing Hinny. Check Danielle's channel out. Right. I'm going to put the camera away. In fact, I'm going to pack the camera away.
Before you do that, I'll just say, 'cause my camera's running as well.
Oh, yeah,
So this is
okay.
Alex, the awful angler.
Yes,
And he gets everywhere and he catches loads of fish all the time.
but not today.
But not today, not up here. And he's going fishing with Sparta tomorrow. And I might go along. I'll see how I feel in the morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
we've
So
got-
check his channel out.
Got a big day planned tomorrow. Hopefully a lot more successful than today. Because
Fingers crossed.
put the effort in today, but little to no rewards unless you can. I think we're probably up to about a 20 kilo sack of weed so far easily.
Record catches on the weed today. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to pack my camera away. I'm going to start packing my gear away. The next shot you see will be a fish off somebody, or everybody will look back at the van.
I think I'm gonna wind in, and I think that's it. I've had enough. There's nothing happening on there. So, yeah, I'm going to finish the day here because there's no fish. Nobody's caught any fish. How's that possible? I hope you've enjoyed watching. This is possibly the end of the video. And if it is, then I shall plan another adventure and I'll see you out somewhere soon, hopefully catching some fish. So stay safe out there. Tight lines and cheers. I'm just turning you back on because you know what? Guess what?
Last minute winner. No way.
Yes, the winner, champion. Oh, that's a canny little crawly. That is that a? It's a whiting, isn't it? Bloody hell, that's a big whiting. That's a big whiting. That is a big whiting. Wow. So there you go, folks. It wasn't a disaster after all. Fish and Hinny wins again. What a whiting that is.
That's a fun.
It is, isn't it? I'm going to measure that. So that is 39. Wow. That is a canny white, and that like. There you go, folks. So there you go. Two in one. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? There you go, folks. So, two price of one. Right, cheers. I'll catch you later. Good night. And that's coming home with me. Yeah. It will. Lovely. Sorry, guys.
I knew you'd get a last minute winner.